The Sunflower State, the site of our class today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will have the opening possession of the game. The Jayhawks spent basically all of last season being agonizingly close. 6 losses by 1 possession, including yet another one in the Sunflower Showdown against their rival Kansas State, who just continually vexes them. But still, you think K-State's on alert today, guys.
Reese, that intro was as long as the field goal that Tennant kicks to go ahead. He kicks a 51-yarder to win the football game, but always a fun showdown, always a lot of passion, Jesse. And last year, the kick at the horn was really fantastic.
There was a lot of Avery Johnson, too, at quarterback. He was so dynamic, both throwing and running the football. And I think when you get in this kind of game, oftentimes it just comes down to which team has the ball last. And that certainly played a big factor a year ago.
Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go full. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Williams. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Now on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab... There he goes! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Play number 9 on this drive. Here's the handoff. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Marshall. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's good.
Makes the grab, past the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Across the 45. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the tailback. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got the quick completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the Heat. Hit as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Bradley. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gets the back moving. Hand off from the shotgun. Boom. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Johnson wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for...
Yo, the Suns start lining up. Oh, Devin Booker bum ass hurt again. I respect Jalen Duren because I would have thought he'd have been one of the ones to been ass and sell out.
room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
Yeah, you keep saying you never gave me reason to believe otherwise, but if somebody keep coming to me telling me the same thing, what you want me to do? You want me to just put it to the back of my head like, oh, nah, he never gave me a reason to believe otherwise, but this like the second or third time somebody came to me with the same stuff, that don't make sense. You wouldn't even do that because if you would have heard it, you would have been saying the same thing. So stop.
Hey, Billy, did you know?
What happened? I do this.
What?
What the fuck happened? We listen to him fucking man.
What?
Talking about he's shooting at any Nissan Altima.
Huh?
Talking about he's shooting at any Nissan Altima.
Who said that? That's probably what you see the nigga turn to.
Oh, boy, some shit. They blow out the young boy turns. He finally home?
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that
know he
last
was,
drive.
because I
Need to get
seen
a
him in the
tutty up
ball
on the
with
board
that
here to
big.
extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
With these guys guaranteed to fall. CCG, CCK, we can compete with us. We built shit on SRTs, they try to fit like us. One short ARPs and made a cool.
The kick is on its way.
Just
a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Johnson looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Wildcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Words fall on deaf ears because my tears won't fill up the riverbed of resistance.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line getting set on second down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Marshall. Pucks it out of the air. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass and 1 second remains. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on third. Pressure is all over him and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down, from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. Whether it's Rock Chalk or Emaw, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back in one play. Just execute the offense.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Caught over the middle, it's Henderson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Check him out. He be on everything.
He is here, just like his dad.
He be on everything.
Shaver keeps up.
Young ball. He look like y'all.
What? Trying to take my earphones out.
Young ball. Young ball. Young ball.
Dad.
His touching skin is crazy.
Huh?
His touching skin is crazy.
He watching Shad and Samir. They in here drawing. I'm about to put you right down on the floor with us. Mother, put him down there. Yes, I'm on this. Excuse me? No, ain't no excuse me. Say please, bro. Say please. Yeah, that's the same one. That's not open. Come on. You found something to eat? You ain't find nothing to eat yet? Huh? Huh, Shy? Say thank you. Say thank you. You're welcome. Mom, look at him. Get out the refrigerator. Get out. Bye. I'm gonna call you back. I'm about to work on the corner.
Yeah.
This is the most successful NBA player of all time. Before turning 30.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense team got him at the 27.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. No return possible on this when it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with...
Oh, he's got some space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Bradley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Kansas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Edwards. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Bro, you right the
short pass to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a gap, it's Edwards. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the touchdown, Kansas State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative.
Can't stop nobody. They doing all this weird shit. These niggas not blocking at all. These niggas got fucking 20 sacks. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, y'all want to win that bad. Go ahead, y'all got it. Shit is phony. Y'all want to win that bad. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it, bro. Niggas wide open every time. Fuck out of here. This nigga got 3 sacks. Like, come on, weird shit.
Ball, I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is the day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't do
none of this shit. They will block for 20 seconds straight. They rushing 3 niggas. They just Brody every blocker. Your blockers be retarded. I just had a fucking pick. Man, look at the nigga catch the ball. Literally looked at it. Just
they
so
can't
they can
generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
They've converted every time on 4th down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Katty. He will not get...